This will be a short video because I just wanted to make a single point. I wanted to tell you what I would need to happen for me to believe in God. This is something I think is important because in a debate, generally an atheist will say that under certain circumstances they would convert on the spot, while a religious person will usually say that nothing will change their mind. To any skeptic, that says a lot. It tells you that one side cares about the truth and the other doesn't. There was a fairly well-known debate between Bill Nye and Ken Ham where this came up, and the answers were exactly as I've described. You would think that the religious would be hesitant because it so validates their position, but given that faith is deemed to be such an absolute positive, they don't really have a choice if they want to stay in the good graces of their audience. But that will completely disillusion anyone with a slightly skeptical mindset. Anyway, I'll get to my argument on this. To convince me that there is a God, I would need a prediction. This could be made in any holy text or revealed in person by God, although that appearance wouldn't be enough by itself. That prediction would need to come true in the presence of another witness, or ideally many who had been made aware of the prediction beforehand. I know this sounds like a high standard of evidence, but it's important to remember that people's minds are not infallible. I would need to ensure that I wasn't hallucinating. And given just how extraordinary the claim is, extraordinary, irrefutable evidence would be needed. But it's hardly impossible for a god to do. In fact, people have claimed it's happened before, but every time the prediction is read, it turns out to be really vague. Of course, saying that this hasn't happened isn't actually a good evidence against God's existence, because most of the faithful claim that God doesn't want to be known, he wants to be believed in. He wants people to believe without evidence. To that, I will generally say that my lack of belief is perfectly rational, and if God will fault me for that, then he is not worth worshipping. And yes, I do get to decide based on principle who is worth worshipping. I will never allow someone else to judge themselves for me. In fact, I'm not sure worship is something I can do. Here's Daniel Jackson explaining that.
What is a god but a being that is worshipped by those beneath? Is great knowledge, power, understanding not enough for you to revere the Ori?
Respect, yes, certainly, but that doesn't mean I would murder innocent people in their name.
If you have any retorts to make, please let me know, because good arguments from the religious are hard to come by. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked the conversation, and subscribe to hear more.